I would say that the project is finished. Um, I would still have to check the documentation, but I think other than that, it's finished. So I finally got some time to sit down and chat with you guys today. Thursdays are usually very, very, very busy for me. I have back to back meetings. I still have so many meetings for the rest of the day until 6 p.m. today. It's pretty late, but I do have meetings almost the entire day on Thursdays, so I don't really get too many pockets of time to do any sort of deep work. And today has been extremely busy because I also went for yoga this morning, and I was just doing things one after another, and I barely had any time to sit down and just take a breath of air. Um, so now I consciously decided to take like 10 minutes or 15 minutes away from my work. So I'm here with my coffee, and I thought that as usual, I will have a little chat with you guys with my coffee, with the famous coffee mug as well. Um, to give you a little life update, I guess. I have been very MIA from my YouTube channel. I think the last video that I uploaded was October last year, and after that, I haven't really filmed. Honestly, I wanted to take a little break um, away from YouTube for many reasons. One was that I just wanted some time to relax and not do anything, not pursue any hobbies, because 2024 was such a chaotic year for me, and I just needed some time away from everything just for myself, um, to, I guess, get back in touch with the person that I am and the person that I have evolved, and also to process how the whole year has been for me, because I felt like so much happened in 2024 that I didn't really get a moment's time to just sit down and process everything that happened and internalize it, right? So I I think it was very instinctive to not want to pursue any art for some time and just be, um, which is why I haven't really done any YouTube. I haven't been very active on social media either, or in YouTube or Instagram. And all that time that I spent just being with myself, I feel like I have realized the need in my life for a routine. I also discussed this in therapy with my therapist, that routine is so useful for me, and that it's it's like a fallback net, a safety net for you to get into on days that are not the best, and um, it provides a sense of familiarity that I feel like I am missing in my life. The rhythm that a routine brings is, I think it helps me feel like like I'm in control of things, even when like the entire world is falling apart. At least my internal world in my is within my reach. It's not going out of my hand, and I feel like a routine helps me stay more streamlined, stay more focused, have something to look forward to as well. And I also feel like it's a way of taking care of myself, because I know for a fact that given all the things that happened in 2024 with moving houses and just having too many things on my list that I wanted to do, I feel like at some point I did neglect myself. I did not take good care of myself physically, mentally, emotionally, in all ways. And it was, I feel like, a very slow kind of leaning towards building a routine since last year itself. I have been slowly, I've been moving more towards the idea of wanting a routine, um, of wanting to build a routine that suits me, the person for the person that I am today. Some things that I used to do as a child really suited me then, and I feel like it still suits me now. And I think it's time that I reshape my life with those activities, like waking up early in the morning, having the first couple of hours in the day just for myself. It feels like the you have the whole world to yourself when everyone is asleep and it's just you awake. You have all that space, the world just for yourself. And I feel like that feeling really helps me stay more grounded. It helps me have a very slow onset into the day, which I really, really like. Which is why these days I'm getting up around 6:30 in the morning. I think I really like it. I enjoy those first 1.5 hours in the morning where it's just for me, and then going off to a workout class starts in the morning itself, either at 8 or at 9. And then having that first couple of hours to myself before I start work, I feel like I have enough time to settle into my body, to settle into my mind before I can start my day. And I love it. I feel like I don't know if this is something which I like because of habit, or if it's just the way I am, but regardless, I really like it. The reason why I say it could just be a habit that I'm used to at this point is because when I used to go to school, I used to wake up at 6:30 in the mornings, probably even earlier, probably like 6:15 in the morning. And I used to have that first like 1 hour in the day. I wouldn't talk to anybody at home because I'm so busy getting ready to go to school, and that time was just for me. And then I would spend like 20 25 minutes in the bus going to school, and usually I wouldn't talk to anyone in the bus either. Those 20 minutes are just for me. I can do whatever I want. I can stare out the window. I could fall asleep in the bus. I could be reading something, basically anything I want. But usually I chose to be with myself, with my thoughts, without any external stimulation of any sort. And I loved it. I felt like that those 20 25 minutes were enough time for me to get used to the world again, get used to my surroundings, to become part of it, and to get adjusted in my mind and in my body. And I'm trying to, in some sense, I guess, replicate that in the life that I lead today as well. Which is why I feel like waking up in the morning and having those 20 minutes to sit down and journal or just drink my coffee staring at the ceiling or the wall. I feel like that works to the same effect of the bus ride that I used to have as a child. Um, so yeah, I think the idea of a routine has created more comfort, um, a good rhythm and momentum to my days. Because previously, when I did not have a routine, I'd wake up and think, what should I do today? And I feel like that creates such a decision paralysis in me, because you have so many things you want to decide. What do you want to have for breakfast? What do you want to wear today? Like the clothes you want to wear, or do you want to work out today? What time do you want to wake up today? Right? Um, if those things keep changing every day, I feel like I would be such a confused person, because I just have so many things to think about and decide, which I honestly don't want to decide. I'd rather focus on thinking about other things where I really want to grow and build value, like my work as a data scientist. That's the space that I want to grow in. Or my hobbies, right? Those are areas for which I want to dedicate energy. So if I have a routine, um, I already have a plan for how I want to start my day, and I don't have to wake up in the morning and decide how to spend my day. I already know how I take care of my body in the morning, how I take care of my mind in the morning. So that is already taken care of, and hence I have the rest of my mental and physical energy to dedicate towards things that I actually want to grow in. And I feel like I also just get done so much more in the day when I have this sort of a routine in the morning and also a routine at night. Um, I've been doing this since since December. I'm usually very, I find it very difficult to stay consistent with routines, and especially when it comes to working out, I have had a very difficult relationship with exercise and working out. I don't know, I just feel like it's very difficult for me to stay consistent with it. And I think it's also because of the unnecessary pressure that I put on myself to have to show up every day. There's this so much of mental dialogue that happens leading up to the actual workout that mentally it's exhausting. So I'm also trying to rewire my mind into thinking that there is no need to maintain a streak of consistency, but rather having flexibility in your mind to get back into a routine when you fall off track. So I'm entertaining that idea of um, how I want to approach having a routine, and I think so far it's helpful. It's the flexibility versus rigid mindset, and I'm trying to contemplate. Well, actually, I think I have made up my mind that I want to have a more flexible outlook towards routine, where I don't want to think about of having to maintain a rigid, consistent streak, but rather focus on how will I get back into this routine whenever it breaks off. Because honestly, I think it's very unrealistic to want to wake up every day and do the same exact thing, because life happens. You can't wake up every single day at the same time, or want to work out every single day, because you can fall sick, you can have other priorities pop up, you can just have life happen to you. And the idea of being flexible enough to allow 1 or 2 days of um, diverging from your routine and then being able to come back to it, I think that has lifted the pressure off of me to have a consistent streak. Always brushing the inconsistency off to get back into it. I think that has been very helpful. And now I also want to have the routine, because I've realized that having the routine just makes my life so easy. I don't have to think about so many different things. I wake up at the same time every day. I work out almost at the same time every day. I eat the same breakfast every day. So I feel like I've built this muscle memory around how I conduct certain parts of my life, which has opened up so much space and energy, physically and mentally, for me to actually think about things that I value. That's kind of what's been happening for the past few months, where I'm trying to find my ground again, trying to understand the person that I am today, and trying to see how I relate to the world around me, whether it be my friends, my family, or myself. It's like 5:50 p.m. and I'm finally done with work for today. I had all these meetings towards the end of the day, like 3 4 meetings back to back towards the end of the day, and I think the last 2 hours have just gone in meetings for me. So I'm so glad it's over. I'm so glad my work day is over, and I'm starving, so I'm gonna go make some dinner. So I am in my kitchen already, and for dinner, I'm going to make these frozen gyozas that I got from Albertine. I do have the I still have food left. The same food that I had for lunch, I still have it. But I feel like eating this today. I actually feel like having pizza, but it's too much effort to go get pizza or even order and wait for pizza to arrive. So I'm gonna have these frozen gyozas. This is actually very tasty. It's the vegan Korean style barbecue that I have, and I've had it twice before and I really like it. So I'm just going to quickly make this and have it. It is 9:45 at night, but I'm extremely tired, and reading this book has made me even more sleepy now. So I'm gonna go to bed because I also have to wake up early tomorrow morning. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye. Good night.